The music documentary In the Court of the Crimson King, premiering at South by Southwest. It's a glimpse into the more than 50-year history of the classic progressive rock band King Crimson. Obviously, 21st Century Schizoid Man is a song that everybody knows. We've got director Toby Amies joining us this morning to talk more about this film. How are you, sir?
I'm good, thanks, Casey. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so talk about how this all got started. Obviously, guitarist Robert Fripp, he's sort of having a moment right now. You see him on Rolling Stone all the time, he and his wife doing songs from the whole musical spectrum. He approached you, right, to talk about this movie.
Yes, that's right. We're effectively neighbours, actually. I'm a legitimate, or just about, documentary maker. I've made another film called The Man Whose Mind Exploded that Robert and Toya were very fond of. But yes, my family lives in the same town as them, so we were sort of neighbours. And I was friendly with them socially, and I'd been speaking to them about something rather strange that had happened with my first documentary. And the next day, Robert suggested I come over, and we started to discuss making this film. Yeah. Although I had no idea acute suffering that was to follow for all of us.
Yeah. Well, I love bands, progressive rock bands like Pink Floyd, like King Crimson. You know, part of the allure of them is kind of the mystique. What was the goal with this film? To sort of take away some of that mystique, or keep the mystique and just have people learn about them? Talk about that.
I like films that don't tell you what to think. I like films that give the audience an opportunity to decide, you know, to make their own minds up about the characters and the circumstances they find the characters in. So I wasn't necessarily trying to sort of destroy or explain any mystique, but I wasn't necessarily trying to create any more either. I just wanted for people to have what Sid Smith, the biographer, called was the experience of King Crimson. So, and it seemed to me that the experience of King Crimson was similar in a way, whether that was 1969 when the band started, or, you know, 2021 when they were touring in the pandemic. So it was, yes, it's really about, it's what King Crimson feels like, I suppose, both for the band members, but also the audience. The audience are a huge part of the King Crimson experience. So it was very important to include them as well.
Yeah. And so the South by Southwest audience, full of just a new generation. I hate it when people in my generation don't know how great the Beach Boys were, you know? That upsets me. And
sorry, who are the Beach Boys?
Yeah. Who now? Yeah, I hate that. Are you that way with King Crimson, and are you hoping that this will just introduce a whole new generation to King Crimson?
You know, I think one of the things that's really great about streaming services, because streaming services could definitely do with paying artists a lot more money, but one of the things that I think is quite good about streaming services is that they make the experience of music non-linear now. So it's perfectly possible to listen to, you know, Kanye and also King Crimson, and not to sort of like put either in a contemporary or a historical box. So it's as far as I'm concerned, listening to, you know, 21st Century Schizoid Man right now has the same impact as listening to it in 1969 when it first came out.
Just wrapping us up here, talk about the premiere at South by.
So it's at the Zax Theatre on Friday night at 7:30. We'd love people to come. We have a few tickets to give away, actually, which we'll be raffling via the DGM Instagram account, and it promises to be quite a wild ride, this film. We had a Variety review that said that the film was about as good as music documentaries can get, which obviously I'm over the moon with. And we're just, we're really excited to show it in this town. I've visited Austin several times. I'm a huge fan of American music. So it means a lot to me to be showing the film here. I couldn't think of a better place, really. And we had a look at the venue last night, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Toby, thank you so much for joining us this morning on Good Day Austin. We appreciate you.
Thanks. Cheers.